today, and now you feel fat today also. You're welcome. And now there's a podcast.
Welcome to I Feel Fat Today, the show where we dispel diet myths, see what's new in diet culture, and investigate your relationship with food. I'm your host, Kelly Taylor. With me is my guest, comedian, and the homie, Greg Gettle.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Bay Area's own.
In the
Greg
flesh.
Gettle.
In the flesh.
Amazing. Long, hard day at work, and then come over to little old me.
Always. Well, worth the trip.
Oh, man. Yes, so you are from the Bay Area.
Well, actually, originally from Wisconsin.
I love Wisconsin.
Yeah. So born in Wisconsin, and then I was there. I bounced around from Milwaukee, Janesville, and La Crosse, and then when I was in 8th grade, moved to Iowa, and then basically went to high school and college there. And then the day I graduated college, I moved to Chicago because I started comedy in Iowa City.
Okay.
I'm actually kind of known as the godfather of Iowa City comedy. They mentioned me in like 0.1 font in the newspapers once every 10 years. But yeah, and then I moved to Chicago, was there for a couple of years, got tired of the winter. There was the polar vortex, 2014, -50, convinced me to move to San Francisco because there was no snow and weed was legal. And I was there for like 9 years before coming here.
Okay. So a man of the nation.
Yeah, I'm all around. But yeah, happy to be in New York now. Happy to grow up in the Midwest, but then also get out of the Midwest.
Yeah, so I feel like people from the Midwest, like, do you claim a state or you just claim Midwest?
I'm Wisconsin. I don't fuck with anyone from Minnesota.
Hell yeah.
Where Wisconsin's a more superior state.
Okay, I love Wisconsin.
Yeah, good.
I've only gone once to do comedy, and I was watching this episode of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Okay.
And they went to Wisconsin and did the Miller Beer Caves.
Okay.
Have you ever done that?
That I'm not familiar with. In La Crosse, they had like the world's tallest 6-pack.
Okay.
Which was pretty good. But then mostly I was drinking in Milwaukee. But I don't think I've ever done that tour. No.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And I want to do it so bad because you're just like in the caves where they make beer.
That sounds fantastic. And they probably got their own cheese curd spread.
Yes.
It's solid date night.
Oh, God. Yeah, I was thinking like if Joe and I ever get married and I do a bachelorette, I'm like, well, I make these bitches go to Wisconsin.
Do you know where it's
I feel
at?
like it'd be lit.
In Wisconsin? Do you know?
I don't know. I could find out.
Yeah, we got to look into that.
But I know they
sounds
were in
swell.
it's in Milwaukee.
Oh, then yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Most bars per capita out there. Yeah, it's a smaller Chicago. I have nothing but great things to say about Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee is really like where I went, and so that's what I know of my visit to Wisconsin, doing weird brewery shows.
And did you do like the New Glarus beer? That's a big one for us.
No.
It's like a Spotted Cow. That's like the #1 beer. But the New Glarus is like I believe one of the top breweries. And then cheese curds. I'm sure you had some.
Come
I'll be
on.
dunking those in ranch and. Got it. I mean, that's actually one of my first dates moves is here in the city because there's like 15 or 20 of them that sell curds.
Yeah.
So I go to a bar and see who's got the best curd and.
The spots.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Trying to figure it out.
So,
but yeah.
Forgive me, I'm not that good at football. You're a Packers man?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, so speaking of cheese curds, those definitely don't fit into a low-cal diet. I mean, you can make anything fit in a low-cal diet.
Yeah. You have good days and bad days. I don't know. There's also something about being from Wisconsin is that you're not really taught like how to eat.
Yes.
So like even though I know curds are bad, I really don't understand how bad it is for me.
For sure.
And I'll never learn.
I mean, do you really need to know?
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
What you don't know won't kill you.
Yeah, because also same thing with beer. But like I've never met a guy that drinks beer that I was like, oh, this guy sucks. Usually it's like it's other things, but it's not. The beer is usually a good sign that guy's all right.
Right.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Do you mostly stick with beer? Do you venture into hard liquor?
Well, so in San Francisco, mostly, and also in the Midwest, all just mostly beer, shot here and there. But in New York, they got that sweet beer and a shot combo that's like $7.
Yeah.
And then you realize that you have 2 hands, and I might as well be using both of them. So now I'm in the shot and the beer kind of guy.
Yeah, it's funny because as I've gotten a little bit older, I guess I don't really indulge in the shot beer too much. But it was how I semi-afforded going out in the city in my 20s.
I mean,
it's
yeah.
the best.
I know. I guess I just haven't grown up yet. But
No. I mean, I think that's only exclusive to girls.
No, yeah, no. What was your was it tequila or whiskey? Is that what was your go-to?
So when I was in my early 20s, it was whiskey because it's like cool girls drink whiskey,
Yeah.
and if I do it now, it's tequila.
Why tequila?
Tequila, I just am like really just stick with clear liquor to begin with. Like
Okay.
that's just kind of my vibe now is clear liquor, and I feel like tequila is more fun than vodka.
That's fair. I totally agree with that. Vodka. I don't really mess with. It's been since like college. I think.
Yeah.
Really, the vodka. Yeah, tequila's good, and also low calorie. That's what everyone keeps telling me. I gotta switch to like tequila sodas, vodka sodas.
Yeah.
But then once again, the beer's there and the shot's there, and then the fun Greg takes over.
Come on, fun Greg is fun. I've had fun with fun Greg.
It's a good time.
It's a great time. Are you an only child? Do you have siblings? What's the deal?
I got one older brother. He's 2 years older than me. He lives in Austin. Great guy. One of my I would say best friend, and we have a very good relationship.
Nice. I love that. Yeah. Two brothers, 2 years apart, no other siblings. That's a good vibe.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I think most brothers, or I think most siblings too, but like I think what I've heard is, like with brothers is that they beat the hell out of each other, and then there's like a turning point, like when you're like 13, 15, 17, where it's like, oh, you kind of grow out of that, and then slowly but surely you're like, oh, we're not that different, and we become like best friends, and it's crazy how that works.
Yeah, I was actually thinking, that's funny that you mentioned that because I was thinking about that today. I have two brothers, an older brother and a younger brother.
Oh, nice.
My older brother's 2 years older than me. And we were so different growing up, and all we did was fight. Mm-hmm. And then again, it just turns, and all of a sudden, like, you're homies. And I was thinking, I'm like, it's crazy how, like, siblings, when you have the same mom and dad, I'm like, that's like essentially me. Like, it's just weird to think about.
No, 100%. And also, do you have good relationships with your parents, or what's that?
So, yes, we have a good relationship. My mom is not my best friend, but like I call her every weekend, and like, my brothers and I are a united front against my parents because like, well, we have to report back to each other.
No, that's how I feel too. Because like I when I'm with my brother, my parents are kind of crazy. I mean, they're great, love them, but the way they kind of communicate with each other can be kind of intense at times.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they have the best communication when it comes to a healthy ways to talk to people sometimes. But I also feel like my brother and I have like gone to war together. So he's like, you know what I mean? When I feel like when like soldiers, they relate to those people, like Vietnam vets, or like they cry together. I feel like that's how I connect with my brother, and I don't have that with anyone else.
You nailed it. That's exactly the relationship I have with my brothers. And my little brother still lives at home, and I'm like, homie, you're still in the trenches, dog. Like, my
brother's also the only one in the family that actually goes to therapy, so I feel like I get secondhand therapy from him.
Oh, that's a lot to put on the brother. That's a lot to put on the brother.
What did we learn this week? Okay, good to know.
Yeah, well, it's good someone's going.
Yeah.
My parents are the same in the way that they communicate with each other. It's just like, it's just yelling, but like still married, and like, they're not gonna not be married, and I had this revelation through therapy.
Oh yeah.
I had this revelation one time because when I would go home to see my parents, I would always like referee. I would always try to like fix things and be like, well, Mom, you misheard Dad. Dad, that was kind of a rude thing to say. Like, I would always do that. And then I was like, no one hired me to coach this game. Like, no. And it just realized, like, who am I? Who am I to come into their space and try to like rule the roost here? No. This is what they have going on, and this is what works for them.
Well, more my mom than my dad. My mom will be like, did you hear what your dad said to me today? And she'll like rope you in.
Gotcha.
She's like, you're coming into the problem. And apparently, you're not supposed to do that with kids. Apparently,
triangulation.
Yeah, apparently you're not supposed to know when mom and dad are fighting. But that was like TMZ for me growing up. My mom was the go-to. Always knew what was going on. Always knew what dad said, how he fucked up, and it still happens to this day.
Yeah. I mean, can't teach an old dog.
Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. So it's and that's the other thing I think about with only children. I'm like, you gotta have a comrade.
Yeah. 100%. You need a best friend, and Yeah, and especially it really helps for the holidays because if it's just you, well, I don't know. I also know that it's cool to live in New York and San Francisco and other fun, I would say, airports. Or if you ever need to, you can fly out with things to make it a little more doable. But if you didn't have that luxury and you didn't have a sibling, it would be a real bummer.
Yeah, it's a tough go at it.
Yes.
Okay, so grew up in the Midwest. Normal family on paper, but some dysfunction in the house.
100%.
You said you did sports. What sports did you do?
I was a hockey player.
Oh, it's big week for hockey.
Yes, it was. And so like I did football for like a second there. I was a running back, but then they always told me to run up the middle. And I was like, well, that's all the people are. Fuck that. And so I always ran to the sides every single time. And then they got tired of me. And then I was really good at hockey. So I had to like sign a contract basically saying I could only play hockey because I didn't want to hurt my body and not be available for hockey. But I did that, got pretty far up. But then I quit around junior year in high school, and I haven't played sports since.
Really? Why'd you quit?
I think I just fell out of love with it, to be honest. And I would say my dad moved. My dad had got a new job my senior year, and that was a very complicated time. I was thinking about maybe going to Minnesota to play hockey, but then I was also in love with my high school sweetheart, and then dad wasn't around. It just kind of created and then you got hormones, and it just which I don't know. But mostly I think I just fell out of love with it. I think that was something I was naturally good at, and then my dad was also big into sports, so we connected through that.
Yeah.
And then when he's not there, and then you kind of check in, you're like, why am I doing this? And then you quit it, and then you lose identity, which people don't talk about, but yeah, there'll be times where like, oh my God, all these girls like me. I'm so popular. And then you quit hockey, and then you're like, wait, where's everyone going? hey, it's all me. And
I thought you liked me for me.
Whoa. Yeah. And so that took a little bit of learning to do. But yeah. And I kind of figured at the end of college is when I started doing stand-up. And that was kind of how I got the whole identity again.
Yeah. Yeah, I think about that with having identity based on like the things that you do. But it's kind of hard to separate yourself from that, especially in high school. Did you feel like any sort of guilt from like your parents or anything when you decided not to continue with hockey?
I think maybe a little guilt because I think I could have taken it a little farther. And so I could play college, that could have been cool, but I think it kind of did at the end of the day, it did run its course.
Right.
But I was pretty good at it. So to kind of quit so abruptly was probably a shock to most.
Yeah, but sometimes just because you're good at something doesn't mean it doesn't mean you have to do it just because you were good at it or may have been good at it. I think about that all the time. So people say to me, you would have been an amazing nurse. I'm like, yeah, no, just because I would have been a good one doesn't mean I need to have done it.
And I don't know if we've been watching this or the Olympics, I assume.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not taking a shot at curling, but I feel like the best curler that's been put on this earth has never done curling.
Maybe that's why curling's gotten so big this year, because it's attainable.
Low key, right? Everyone kind of believes that. They're like, anything you can like drink beers and do. It's like, I think I can do like bowling, darts, pool. But no, really, curling's like the top one where it's just like, yeah. So I do believe in that. Even just because you're good at something doesn't mean it's best for you.
Yeah. It's just not on your vibe. I fucking love the Olympics, man. I feel so proud to be an American when the Olympics come around.
Well, also one more thing about curling. The reason how you know that it's not the best one's not out there because it's an all-white team every year, and that's probability. It can't just be a white sport.
Yeah,
we can't just be the ones. Oh, that's our sport. There's people haven't caught on or it hasn't been cool enough to do yet.
Yeah, well, I also think about like the sports that are just like kind of expensive to get into, like fencing.
Yeah,
that's an expensive sport. So
even
like
hockey. Yeah,
hockey is an expensive sport. Again, another sport where you see a lot of white people.
Too many white people. So, it's a problem.
So is curling that? Like, what's the barrier to entry to curling?
I feel like it's anything on ice. It's a white. Whites have kind of taken over the ice.
Yeah. Whites have taken over the ice.
Yeah, like we can't do anything on land. Let's go to the water.
Yeah. We have more domain over here, more dominion. Okay. So yeah, you played hockey. So when you all of a sudden you went from playing sports all the time to now not, in that junior senior year, did you like fill it with anything else, or you just kind of revive into
Oh no, I got fucked up. I was a party guy.
Okay.
I was the guy who was always like, I always hung out with like older kids. So like when I was a sophomore or freshman sophomore year, I was partying with the seniors, and then junior year I was already partying with like college kids. So then my junior and senior year, I was really just going to like I was still in the hockey junior year, but like senior year, end of junior year, I was just hanging out with college kids, partying, feeling cool about that.
Getting accustomed to the lifestyle.
Yep. And I basically had been doing that. I did that for about throughout. I mean, then you start doing comedy, and so nothing really changes.
Natural segue.
Yeah, it was good training for comedy for sure.
Got your legs. And did you probably, your body probably changed? Did you gain weight after stopping hockey?
100%. Yeah, and then and also just slamming beers, and then also there's that whole thing where you're like, you feel like you're invincible, so you just eat shit. And then also not having the proper, like, not knowing what nutrition is coming from the Midwest.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're just, like, eating cheese and bread and whatever. And then you start gaining. But also no one tells you when you're gaining weight, like, the people are losing interest in you. Like, you're not longer attractive. You're just like, I'm still Greg.
Right.
And you start seeing how strangers treat you. And you're like, well, they're fucking rude. And then you're like, I think every stranger that doesn't know me is rude. And then you start, you're like, okay, maybe I need to make some changes. But no, all through my 30s has been, I didn't really even think about health until my 30s, to be honest.
What clicked in?
Just I don't want to die alone.
Oh yes, companionship.
I would like to find a companion, and I think it would be good to show them that I can take care of myself. So, now I've been eating, I do smoothies every single day for the last at least 5-6+ years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like I'm like kind of like autistic in that sense.
Okay,
when I find something I like, that I just kind of do that. And then people are like, how can you do that? But then those same people, they're like, how can you have the same thing every single day? But those same people are married.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, how do you do the same thing every day? Like, what's that all about? And then they're like, no, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I cheat. No. I'm getting divorced, actually.
What's the Ashley Madison for smoothies?
Yeah.
The McDonald's app.
Yes. And on Fridays, they give you free fries.
When you get those points, baby.
It's all about those points. I know about the points.
Listen, if I'm going to get points, I'll download an app if I'm going to get some points.
Also, the
please.
Jets, every time they either got a sack last season, it was a free Big Mac. So, gonna have a reason to do that.
Yeah, Duncan will do the free coffee for Jets or Giants. Like if the Jets or Giants win, you get a free coffee.
So there's not another reason to move to New York, guys.
Yes.
Especially during the football season.
Mm-hmm. So it's funny hearing you talk about how you wanted to lose weight and turn your life around, so you just introduced smoothies.
Oh yeah. That's. I didn't even know what hiking was until I moved to California.
Yeah.
I didn't even know people did that.
Yeah.
It just the whole working out thing was, like I said, it was never brought up to me. I was always shocked when people were like, I worked out today. You're like, what?
You took time out of your day to do this?
I never understood how people were in super good shape. I thought that was all just God-given. Kind of deep down, I just thought that's just genetics.
Yeah.
And I didn't really, then my friend who's ripped, I was like, man, you got great genetics. He's like, I've been working out since I was 18, bro.
He's like, I literally sacrificed so much to have this physique.
I had no idea. We never talked about it. So I would also say I'm a late bloomer when it comes to that knowledge, and that's just Wisconsin public schools, and
I was
Wisconsin
thinking,
in general.
What do those health classes entail?
Even during COVID, I thought when everyone's we're gaining weight, and they're like, oh yeah, we're all just eating. I was like, I took that for realsies, and so I was drinking a 12-pack of White Claw a day. Don't approve of that.
It was a time. It was a specific time in history.
It hurts your teeth after a while. I found that out if you drink so much of those drinks. And then, I probably got up to 240, 250, and then I came out of COVID expecting everyone else to be fat, and everyone else is ripped. They've been doing push-ups the entire time, and I felt so betrayed. I thought we were all for one, and all in this together, and. I was like, what the hell? When I saw them, I was so mad.
So we're all gaining weight. We're all not working hard anymore. We're all not doing comedy. We're all just kind of like rotting, drinking White Claws, watching television.
Yep.
Turns out, no. Turns out people were working really hard.
Yeah, they're like, look at my six pack. Look what I got. I was like, fuck you. I was so mad. And then, but that was like probably the number of the big time where I turned it around. Where I was like, I'm gonna like start losing weight.
Yeah.
When I hit around like 240, 245, maybe even like 250. And then I dropped like 30 maybe like 30, 40 pounds. Then gained another like 10, 20 moving here, and now I'm down like another 25 since then.
So is it something that like you ever really think about, or is it just kind of like this thing where it's like I guess maybe like now that you're just kind of in this maintenance phase, like you don't really like if I said, oh, there's a plate of cookies here, would you think like, oh, I don't want to eat that, or would you be fine having some cookies?
I would have some cookies.
Yeah, you would have some cookies.
I also smoke weed, so like
true.
I love. I mean, I'm never gonna say no to cookies, but no, I would say like I'd be a little more mindful of it because like first I wouldn't even think about it. I'd just dive right in.
Yeah.
And now I'd check in and be like, do I want a cookie? And I'd be like, yeah, I want a cookie, and then I go for the cookie.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So there'd be that whole kind of Rolodex in my head of checking in, but I don't really think of. Calories really. I just kind of would be like more active.
Yeah.
And then it kind of all happens.
I feel like you must actually have some good genetics. Like, I'm not saying you eat like a slob, but like because you don't have to be so regimented with it, or like you'll gain weight, like you probably do have some good Midwest genetics.
Should I also mention I also Peloton like 4 to 5 times a week?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
burying the lead there.
I also have a Peloton in my room.
Was that also a COVID thing?
That was actually I got that from my ex-girlfriend. That was like a year. When I moved, I've only been here for a little over a year and a half. So like we dated, but we're still like our friends. And then maybe like November, she told me she had this thing that she's the bike that she couldn't get rid of it.
So she gave it to you.
So I got like a U-Haul and I picked it up in Manhattan and brought it on over here. And now it's like I have like a bed and a Peloton in my room now.
You guys really are on good terms.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm not a bad guy.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't get that vibe.
But yeah, I do the Peloton and I'm doing that. And but you also asked too, like, was there a moment? The first time when I was like 250, I sat in my friend's chair and he said, "Can you not sit in that chair? That one's really expensive."
Oh my god!
And I was like, "How about I take this chair and break it over your fucking head? How about that? So we got a little bit of I got pretty upset about that, and then that was the thing that kind of turned it around.
Are you still friends with him?
Yeah, I'm still friends. Yeah. That guy just kind of talked to that. It's just like, it is what it is.
Did you let him know that it hurt your feelings?
100%.
Yeah.
The next day I was like, this is all I'm doing this, because of you.
Hey, nothing is a greater motivator than spite. Like, that's honestly revenge body towards your platonic friend.
Here's the kicker. We were hanging out at the Super Bowl at that party.
Yeah.
There was someone at that party that was like raving how much weight I lost. And she said, you look so good. You're almost boyfriend material.
Oh, no, that's so mean.
You're like, what the fuck, dude?
You are boyfriend material.
I know. I mean, I get you, but you're like, how do you... And she thinks it's a compliment. You know what I mean?
Almost boyfriend material.
So close. It's about 10 more pounds before you're a boyfriend.
Oh man, it really is inescapable. Just the feeling awful. Because you're not a revolting slob. You're gainfully employed.
Yep.
You have a social life, a community within New York, which is difficult to do with comedy. And you have stuff going on. I would say you're boyfriend material.
No, not quite yet. That's where you're wrong.
Maybe too much beer.
Yeah, maybe I get a couple more tequila sodas. I mean, that'll do it.
That friend with the chair thing, it's like
and we were like fucked up too, you know what I mean? So like we were just having a good night.
Yeah.
And you sit down and he's like, oh, not that one. And you're like, okay, well that's not, now I'll never do this ever again.
I gotta ask about the chair. So was it like a solid build or was it like a...
No, it was a wood chair. It's fine. I held me the whole time before.
It would have been fine.
Yeah, it would have been fine. It wasn't like hanging by a thread. It wasn't a lawn chair. It was an expensive chair that holds people. And he thought that I was a hippo apparently, not a person. And it's not a hippo chair. It's a chair for people.
I'm sorry. It's just like, because part of me is like, well, maybe he saved you the humiliation of breaking the chair, but the chair was not in danger of
No,
being
not at all.
broken.
No, just my self-esteem.
Something broke that night.
Yeah.
Something broke.
Yeah.
I would have gotten like I don't get mad when I drink. That would have made me mad, but like drunk mad.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Have you ever broken a chair?
Well, I don't think not to my knowledge. Nothing that jumps out. But then, like, due to probability, I mean, I'm sure there's some shitty chair that I
Yeah.
mean, I've sat a lot of shitty chairs.
Yeah.
So probably, but nothing that stands out. No.
You're gonna like be about to go to bed tonight and think of like that awful time from high school when you broke a chair.
I just like fall through my bed. Actually, sat my bed in half. It's a
You're in
human
the
bed,
next
Greg. It's not a walrus bed. It's not a hippo bed.
It's not a hippo bed. Oh my God. Wow. Boys are ruthless, man. A girl would never say that to another girl.
But then they would say it behind their back.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So it's like, pick your poison.
True. How do you like the Peloton?
Love the Peloton. Yes, love it.
Do you have a favorite trainer?
No, I just do the free. I do the 45 minutes.
You don't do like a cycle to Taylor Swift?
I don't have anything like that. I just do to be totally honest, I don't even listen to them. I kind of do my own thing on the bike.
Okay.
But I like how it counts the calories and stuff like that. So I do have it going. But yeah, I do 45 minutes. Just pick some in the background, put some sports on over here, and just kind of or a podcast, and just kind of go. And yeah. I feel and then also I have a roommate too, Darlene Beresnecki, very funny comic. She also is a roommate, so we have kind of keep each other in check.
Oh, love
so,
it.
Like she'll work out like 4 to 5 times, and she'll like message me every time she works out. So that's also kind of nice to have a workout buddy.
It is nice having a motivating factor in the home of making you go. I do notice that with Joe and I. If he sees me going to a workout class, he'll be like, "Oh, I did the bike for 30 minutes."
Well, yeah, that's because I think there's a little thought too that like if you lose too much weight, it's because you're gonna leave them.
Oh yeah. Listen, you got to keep him on the toes.
Got to keep him on the toes.
Always keep him on his toes.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Joe isn't even boyfriend material. Like he's not even at the almost. Okay, so yeah, like it helps when you have like a workout regimen. It's like, okay, you can be, not go off the rails, but like, not be super rigid with your diet. But it's funny that like you didn't even know that people exercised, and now it's like, oh, I exercise almost every day. Yes. 4 to 5 times a week is a lot.
Even my parents don't my dad doesn't even drink water. Like,
oh yeah, there's something with boomers and the lack of water.
And yeah, it's like of course like so like yeah. Also, I feel like it also is Wisconsin Midwest, just like really ingrained like you only live once.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And like if you make it to like 65, it's a win.
Yeah, are your parents like kind of like maybe like partiers is the wrong word, but like, yes. Did they let loose?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wisconsin. Yes. They had parties. They had keggers. All that stuff. Like I've seen my parents shit face so many times.
Really?
Where like some people are like, I've never seen my parents drink.
Me neither. Not me.
You never seen it?
No.
That's crazy to me. Like that's. But what? So would you? So like it's kind of like what the grass is always greener, because I was like, maybe it'd be cool to have a little better, like a little more of a role model, being like, how about you don't drink, don't party.
Yeah, coming from someone that drinks, that like has wine in my fridge right now, I can appreciate growing up in a house where like there wasn't alcohol in the house. Like I think I do appreciate it for whatever reason. Maybe it's because it's all I've ever known. But I remember like feeling a little like going to my friend's house and like seeing beers or a bottle of wine in the fridge, and it was like seeing a loaded gun.
Oh, you're like, what?
I'm just like, what is this? Tools of the devil in this home? Like because I wasn't around it.
Yeah.
Having said that, I come from a real abstinence kind of culture,
okay.
Like if they don't know about it, then they won't do it. And then I went to college and it's like, look at all this stuff.
Did you really turn it up in college then?
I turned it up in college because I didn't touch the stuff in high school because my parents weren't necessarily strict, but I had the fear of God of them.
Okay.
So like
Is that because they were? Because you had said you're the middle, right?
yeah.
So that because were they intense on your the older brother?
No, I think because maybe I was the only girl.
Okay.
Perhaps, but I just was. I don't know. I never gave them a reason to give, like they never had I didn't really get punished aside from my grades because I was a bad student, but like they didn't really punish me because I didn't have anything to be punished for.
Okay.
But I'd also like didn't really have a curfew.
Okay.
But like I could be out with my friends till like after midnight, and they may have been drinking, but I wasn't. Like I just was too afraid to do any of that. And then I got to college and I'm like, wait a second, I don't live at my parents' house. They don't know what I'm doing over here. And I partied. And I'm grateful for that time in my life. I think, I needed to have that.
Everyone does, I think.
That kind of
a Rumspringer almost.
A Rumspringer. I needed to have it because I always say with college socialized me.
Okay.
Like I went to Catholic school my whole life. Like everyone around me was white. It's like I'm glad that I met some Jews.
Yeah.
And
the black people not so much. Just the Jews. Where'd you go to school?
Just somewhere in Jersey, Montclair.
Right on.
No, yeah. I even though I was in Greek life, there was plenty of black people.
Sick.
So I lost my train of thought of what we were. Oh yeah. So I didn't grow up in a house that had drinking and going on, and I appreciated it. But what do you think? Do you think it like?
I like that I did it in high school. So when I went to college, I wasn't like crazy over the top, but like also so everybody would be again like blacked out at the parties, and I'd be like, "What a lightweight!"
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But also, I don't think I like that I was so mature. I would think that's a time to black out. That's a time to act like a fool, rather than being like, "Look, who brought this guy?" Yeah, when I'm like smoking a cigar at 18 or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's like
pretentious 18-year-old.
Yeah, so I would say just talk to your kids and let them know that it's okay if you do this, but I don't recommend it.
Yeah,
because it's it's good to have. Hold on to your innocence as long as possible.
Yeah.
And I wish that was kind of more about the jeepers. But also I don't like trash my parents. Like like I said, they were like pretty good when it comes to Wisconsin.
Right.
That's just like how you're raised. That's
their
just
environment.
Exactly. So it's not like they were like over the top partiers compared to everyone else. So
for sure.
But like Come on. Also, like I don't even like when it comes to like reading books. Like like I don't know. Like people do that. I don't get it.
But like
you put the sports on and
reading books.
And then people also ask me like, what's your opinion on politics? I'm like, I don't read books. Like I don't work here. Like you tell me, what do I do? What do I vote for? Thank you, I'll do that. I'm a follower.
It's so funny because it's like the most so many guys that I've had crushes on, like, can wax poetically about like different authors, like, like Hunter S. Thompson and not you.
Not this guy. Not this guy. No, I read people, man.
He's a man of the people.
A man of the people. I can read a room real good. That's all the reading I need. Real well. I can read a room real good. Fuck. Damn it. Stupid.
I know. Anytime I have writer's block, which is all the time, I will pick up a book because I'm like that. It dislodges something in here. It helps me. I don't know. I've been trying to read more because I also am not a reader, and I feel like a dummy because of it.
Don't let people do that to you.
I feel like
they're
the dummy.
They're the. Okay. So like I fight this back and forth in my head, but like okay, Laura Ingalls Wilder. We familiar with her?
Yes.
She was like 1800s. I don't know 1700s, 1800s. Like she lived in the Midwest for the viewers if they don't. And so she like lived in the Midwest, Great Plains, whatever. There's no TVs, whatever. She wrote books, and so people read these books. But if Laura Ingalls Wilder had a TV in the 1800s or a radio in the 1800s, she wouldn't have done that. Like it's an outdated thing. TVs are better, movies are better, and it's just reality. And I get we can hold on to it because it's a superior. You feel superior when you read. But that's just me because I'm stupid.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Well, I think a win for the movie watchers in recent history has been we're also addicted to our phones and have such short-term memories because of it. Like we don't have the ability to ingest something literally longer than 60 minutes or 60 seconds. That watching a movie, people are getting a sense of accomplishment now from sitting and watching movies.
It is. It's so much to take on. It's so great.
Yeah.
And I guess my big problem is with the readers. I hate the people that go to like parties and you're like, hey, how's your day? How are things going? And then all they say is like, oh, I'm reading a book. It's like, what are you, in third grade? You just started reading? Like, find something else to talk. That's something to brag about. Unless it comes up naturally. But like, don't force it in.
Yeah.
Be like, we're talking about, some kind of event, and you're like, oh, I'm kind of reading this book about that event. That's how you sneak it in.
Boy, do I love to talk about a book I just read. It's kind of insane. I get it because I'm not a reader, so I feel like, oh my God, I can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're like, I got to tell someone I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Or what's the point?
What's the point?
And also, I'm like the stupid guy too, because like I don't remember the author and I don't remember titles, but I remember like what I'm reading.
Right.
So they're like, "What do you read?" I'm like, what's the title of the book?" I'm like, "I don't know." Like, who wrote it? I don't know. If you don't know those things, like you're no longer credible. Like it doesn't matter what you know from the book because you don't know enough about the book to even brag about it. So people think you're a dum-dum.
Well, it's kind of like oh, I like the band My Chemical Romance. Okay, well, can you name every song on every album? It's like, well, then you're not actually a fan. It's like, sorry, I can't tell you about this book I'm reading because I can't remember who wrote it.
Exactly. So what a fun conversation this is. I'm cutting you out of my life. I'm cutting you out of my life.
Listen, he runs a strict program here.
Cool or not cool?
He runs a strict fucking program. And I appreciate that.
Yes. Yeah, you gotta cut the weight somehow.
Yeah. Speaking of being almost boyfriend material, what's happened in the dating life?
I've been dabbling, dating, but it's like really nothing's really taken off yet. It's like 3-4 months here, 3-4 months here, because
New York.
It's also with comedy and stuff like that. Like I moved here for comedy, and so it's like really hard to find someone that's like that understands the lifestyle and what I'm going for, and also I would say too, like I'm still like new here kind of, and I'm like so when I'm not really doing much on paper, like when I'm just doing like bar shows and whatnot, but like people are like, so you got any late night things? What's your agent? So it's like even when it comes compared to New York, you're like a nobody doing nothing. You're it looks like more of a hobbyist. So it's like it's hard to like even like talk about that with people.
Yeah.
So I think it's just good to die alone. It looks like right now, but I think deep down, I know I like what you and Joe have. I think dating a comic or someone that gets the field. I think that's kind of like what I'll end up. That's what I want, low key. But also, I don't want to date someone and then we break up and then it's horrible.
Yeah.
So I've already done that in the past. So I want to make sure that the next one, if I do date a comic, is the right one. But it's even hard even setting up that with somebody that you think there's maybe something there. So it's just a whole lot of I don't knows right now.
Well, I'll tell you this. New York City is good for many things, but it does two things very well. And New York City is an excellent city to eat and I guess party and go out, but it's a great city to be single in. It is the fucking best.
Yes, I agree with that. But then also, too, like I'm a Midwest guy. So like when I was seeing my last person, it was hard for me to be like, I'm not dating anyone else. Like I want to be monogamous. And with New York, everyone's got like 3 or 4 things. And everyone's thinking about the next thing. Yeah. And so it's really hard for me to be like, hey, I'm from Wisconsin and I would like to date you and only you. And if I hear about you fucking anyone else, it's really going to bother me.
Yeah. That's not the vibe of New York.
I don't want to picture a dick inside of you. That's not mine.
Yeah. New York is, because even like the women that are like dating to marry, even like we all have had rosters. Like we all had like date Harry on Tuesday and Jack on Friday or whatever. And it's because the city is so you can be connected to everything and attached to nothing.
I'm 37 years old. How much are we going to keep doing Friday, Saturday guy, so it's like.
But you also like, it would suck to like kind of be like, okay, you and I want to settle this down. And then it's like, this isn't working.
Well, then I think that's great. Then 3-4 months, you kind of because
Yeah.
I think things go a little quicker. I think that when you have like these multiple partners, relationships go longer because it's
True.
like doesn't really matter what happens with that one. Rather than like, is this a thing? No, well, then get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
And also too, I mean, I think too. I mean, you experienced this, but it's like when you're going on these dates, you don't have a lot of free time.
Yeah.
So it eats at you when it's taken away from why you moved here.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And for men, it's expensive.
I didn't want to bring that up, but yeah, it's very expensive, and people don't talk about that, and so that's why I'm getting my paper up right now, and so I feel like when I do kind of go back on the scene, like 3 to 4 months, I'll be a little better at that stuff.
Also, okay.
It's like $200-$300, like it can.
Well, I mean, you're taking these ladies to some nice places.
Well, drinks and food, and it
Yeah.
adds up. It adds up.
Yeah. I will say, as a male comedian, it can't be that hard to meet women.
No, it's not. That's not the issue of meeting people. But it's like I'm past the phase where like I don't do one night stands anymore.
Wow, you're so grown.
Yeah, it's just because then you picture like life like post cum, and then you're like, and no one does that.
Yeah.
But then you're like, do I still want this person in the bed? Do I still want to talk to this person?
Yeah.
And those answers are no. Well, then you shouldn't fuck them because it really complicates things.
It does.
And it's just not the juice ain't worth the squeeze in that sense. So, so it's not so much like meeting people. It's like trying to find a connection, trying to separate yourself from the herd.
Yes.
In some degree.
Is your brother married?
No, he was.
Okay.
He was married. But it was like he was married young.
Okay.
So he's been divorced for a minute, and yeah, I mean, but he's in therapy. He's doing all the steps, and
Yeah.
he'll be married before I.
The reason why I ask is because sometimes when you have like I don't experience this, but I know friends that have sisters. They experience like my female friends that have sisters experience this thing of like, well, my sister is married and has kids, and what am I doing? And da da da. So I was wondering if it was like you kind of looking at your older brother, being like, I gotta grow up to get on his level.
I think it's more. I do want to have kids, and my brother does want to have kids. And I think my parents really want grandkids, but they weren't the best example of what love should be.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like you're the reason why this is happening. Like you don't even understand that.
Me?
The call's coming from inside. It's like, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's something I'm looking for, and I would like to hope that because I don't know how long people are going to be around for. Mm-hmm. So I'd like to, if I do have one, that they can meet them. I think that would mean a lot, and
Yeah.
So I guess more of that kind of time frame, and I also don't want to be like an old dad.
For sure.
I want to be able to run around, play catch, and I don't want him to get laughed at when his geezer dad picks him up from.
Yeah.
He's parked in the handicap spot.
Yeah.
Not the visual I'm looking for.
Where do you see life taking you? Like, if you could, like, in 10 years, like, obviously comedy's going well, you have that going, but, like, where do you see yourself, like, living with a wife and kids?
Okay, realistically, comedy's probably going to be fine. Probably not, like, selling out. I'm probably going to have the day job still. Day job's going to be paying much better.
Yeah.
So, therefore, I don't think people can have families here. It seems like they go to Jersey.
Yeah.
That's apparently where I have to go, so I'll probably be in Jersey.
You wouldn't go back to the Midwest?
Never.
Really?
Uh-uh.
So many people I talk to that are from the Midwest feel that call to home.
Yeah, I don't have that in me.
Yeah.
No, I mean I like the Midwest, but I also I don't like too many white people. I like the blend of people, and maybe New Jersey isn't the best spot for that
No,
either.
New Jersey is good for that.
It's better blend,
Yeah,
what I mean?
it is.
Just like
It
all
is.
whites.
Yeah. No, New Jersey's, being from New Jersey, it's the greatest state in the union.
Okay.
And in all of the 50 states plus territories. And it rivals New York for like diversity in food and just, you want Turkish food, we got a spot. You want Palestinian food, we got a spot. You want whatever, we got a spot. So yeah, you would get that. You would get that in Jersey.
That's what I'm looking for, and then you can always make a trip to the city. And New York's the best city in the world, in my opinion. And I like that access. I'm a city guy.
I like that. I like that. I love people that love the city.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
die here, somewhere around. But yeah, I got nothing to do in the Midwest.
Just don't go to like Westchester.
That sounds rich. Is that?
I don't know.
It sounds expensive. So I don't think you got to worry. I'm not going to be making that much more money, but something enough to have a kid. I think.
Yeah.
But I have no idea. They sound like they're like you have to have like $5 million for a kid.
I know, it's really scary. I have heard. I mean, coming from a person that knows a lot of people having kids, that I'm like, Why are you doing that? I think kids just come with like a loaf of bread under their arm.
Okay.
So I've heard.
Okay.
I heard Louis C.K. say that one time, where kids come with a loaf of bread under their arm, where it's just like one of those things where it's like, you know, you make the move to New York, you just start figuring it out. You know, like the universe provides the safety net, but you have to realize that the universe is going to provide it, and like not have this lack mentality of like, I'm having a kid and I can't afford it. It's like, yes, there's practical things you have to like pay for, like, you know, all the shit that a kid needs. And, but having a little faith that it'll all work out.
No, same thing. Like I totally hear what you're saying. You're probably right on that. Yeah, because you can never be too prepared for anything.
Yeah.
So just kind of figure it out while you're there. I mean, when I moved to New York, I moved here with like 2 suitcases. I didn't move here with anything besides that. I had debt. I didn't have savings.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Here we are. Sometimes that's the greatest though. Like just blank slate. Just blank slate to figure it out.
It's terrifying though while you're doing it.
Yeah.
But once you have some time, one thing at a time, it eventually starts making sense. But the whole ride is terrifying.
Yeah. But eventually, you know, your friend is going to make you feel bad for sitting in their chair, and you're just going to be like, I can do this. I can turn my life around.
He's probably just going to buy another more expensive chair that I can't sit in. To be totally honest. And also, isn't it true too? Isn't it kind of fucked? That like the way we talk about this, like, oh, just keep doing it, everything will get better, and we believe that, and that's like similar to like money, like we're like when you ever see like those videos where they interview like old people, and they're like, well, hey, what would you tell your younger self? And they're like, the old people be like, I wish I never worried about money so much. I wish I was president and I enjoyed the moment because that's what really matters. But you know that person has money. Yeah. Like they're in a nursing home.
Yes.
So they don't interview the homeless guy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what would you change? You'd be like, stay in school. You know, like that's why. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I do think it's true, but I don't know if I'm just crazy as well.
No, I agree. Like I think that when people say money won't buy you happiness, it's like I understand the sentiment that just by default having money I won't be happy, but I will be like a lot less stressed and worried and like feeling like I'm a paycheck away from homelessness.
Yeah,
you know, like that's the difference. But you know, having the belief that it'll be okay propels you towards the solution.
I'm gonna, after this podcast is convinced, I'm gonna go out there tonight and have a kid.
There you go.
No more condoms.
No more condoms. Well, you're not doing one night stands, so I don't know how it's gonna happen.
It's gonna be a hard sell. It's gonna be real hard. But I do work in sales, so fingers crossed.
ABC.
Yeah.
Always be coming without a condom.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm trying to think what other questions I have for you as it relates to the subject matter of the show. So you really like what is like the most Midwest thing your mom ever cooked?
Oh boy!
Like I hear the casserole game is unmatched.
Yeah. But also, my mom wasn't like a good cook. So I have memories where like my best friend Kelly, we play basketball across the street, and I would hear the smoke detector going off the smoke alarm going off in my house, and that's how I knew it was dinner time. So like, yeah, but
steak.
Yeah. So but like also like Tostito chips and cheese.
Yeah.
You know, like that's like a midnight snack. That's a treat.
Yeah.
So it's just like a lot of like that, like just a lot of cheese and bread. Like I don't even know if like what do they call that? Pork chops. She puts cornflakes on it.
Yeah.
Is that like a known thing or is that a Midwest thing?
That feels Midwest.
So yeah, she's all that is cooked with cornflakes.
Yeah.
And that's like one, my brother's like favorite meal that my mom makes.
Did she serve it with applesauce?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
no, there's not an apple in sight. No veggies. No, it's just the meat and the cheese and the bread and the booze.
Yeah, and the booze. I remember growing up, my mom, whenever, even still, if she makes pork chops, she like always serves it with applesauce, and it tastes good. And then I realized it's because they're so damn dry. Like white people make them so dry that they're like, oh, eat it with applesauce, so it's fucking edible.
I gotta swallow with something. That makes sense.
Yeah, and
I might need to try that with my mom's pork chops.
Try it's honestly so fucking good. But it's such a white person thing.
Yep.
It's total white people food. How do you feel about a casserole?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll fuck up a casserole,
Yeah.
no problem, and like I won't think twice about it. But yeah, that's also like I said, it's the curse that I have of the Midwest, where like that's still not bad, but when you count calories and stuff like that, like I've never had that app or anything.
Yeah.
It would really ruin me if I truly knew. Like if I had a Whoop and it told me like what I was doing to my body,
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it.
We don't got a Whoop. When you moved from, because you went from Chicago to the Bay, right?
Yep.
To San Francisco. I learned that you're not supposed to call it anything but San Francisco. But so like, Chicago, that's still your people.
Yeah,
Right?
100%.
And I know that San Francisco is not like Los Angeles. It's not Beverly Hills. So not everybody is like has their face injected, but it's still a West Coast healthy lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So when you moved there, did you notice like a difference in the way that like you went about your life as far as like consuming food or even drinking, and noticing that like West Coast people kind of were different?
I mean, yeah, 100%. I mean, people just look better on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, in the Midwest, like everyone's 300 plus pounds. Like they just look huge, and then you go there and you're like, oh wow, and you see like old people and they're like doing curls and stuff like that, and you're like, how is that? What's happening? And then, but also like, I didn't know anything about like parks and like national parks and going hiking. Like I got really into that. Like I climbed, El Capitan
Ooh.
in Yosemite.
Yeah.
Hiked that up one day. Spent the
Whoa.
night. Hiked on the next day. It was I forget the guy's name, but like the son who's like he was in Gilmore Girls. He was like a boyfriend in Gilmore. He was also in Rocky. He's the son of Rocky.
Yes.
But like Villosinopoulos or whatever his name is.
Milo.
So yeah, so I was hiking up that fucking mountain and I was dying, and I'd walk up like. All my friends left me because I was like 250 pounds this time,
Oh, wow.
and it's like right around COVID, like
Yeah.
right when everyone was coming back and I was like losing weight, and I kept hiking up, and like I had my friends like meet me at the halfway point. I was like, I'll catch up there, and I'm hiking by myself, and I run into these people. I'm like, how far am I way to this halfway point? They're like 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, hike 30 more minutes. Ran into another couple. I'm like, hey, how long till the middle place? And they're like 30 more minutes. I was like, Jesus Christ. So I hike up again, and I'm like, I could hear my heart through my ears.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like dying. This guy's walking down, and I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to this place. I'm meeting my friends. I'm going to the halfway place. How far am I from this? And when you answer this, just know that I've asked 2 people this in the last hour, and they keep telling me 30 minutes. They keep telling me 30 minutes. So I don't care what the time is. I don't care what it is. You can lie. Just don't lie to me. How far am I? And he's like, hey, man, I hate to be like this guy, but you're like 30 minutes away. I was like, you swear to God, man? I'm not even looking at eyes. I'm like looking down. I'm like, you swear to God, man? You swear to God? 30 more minutes? He's like, yeah, man. You're like, not even. It's probably like 25, 30 minutes. I was like, all right, man. All right. And then he was telling me the truth. And I got there. Everyone's like, you see that guy? I was like, the guy, that my fucking inner animal, or like my whatever that is, like my spirit animal. Yeah. So he got me up that mountain. But yeah, so like I definitely was more active and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I love about a hike, is that you can be fat and like do a hike.
Yeah.
And complete a hike.
Well, this one was labeled brutal.
Yeah, it's a brutal hike.
So like I wouldn't do this again. I was also smoking cigarettes at the time, so I was chain smoking cigarettes like up to the trailhead. I was drinking the night before.
Yeah.
Might have done some drugs the night before.
Yeah, you were hung over.
Yeah, and then I still did it though. But
Damn.
it is something that you can do.
Yeah, I love visiting my friend in Denver and going on hikes there. And I kind of had like a little bit of a realization of wanting to get more in shape following the last time I went on a hike there, because I was like, it shouldn't be this hard. And my friend kept reassuring me. She's like, this was labeled easy on all trails, but this was a hard hike. Like, I don't want you to think that you couldn't do it. Like, we all struggled with it. And I was like, I appreciate that. But,
Fuck you.
you know.
Look, go on.
No,
sorry.
please.
Did you ever know when you're hiking with them? So, like I said, that was when I was originally starting up this mountain. Like my friends were with me, and then I was kind of lagging behind, and then they would stop at a point and then wait for me to get there.
Yeah.
And then I get there, and then they continue, but like I never got any rest.
Yeah.
And I hated that whole thing, like
Yeah.
that whole wait for the fat guy to catch up, and then while we rest and watch the fat guy work, and then the fat guy gets here, and then and like the fat guy needs a break too, and it's like it was horrible. Never again. I would not like that. But also, I would say too that if you are trying to make hiking and that kind of fun, what I've done is that's when I really got into psychedelics. So like dropping. I mean, acid is more popular in West Coast, but like some shrooms or acid, whatever you got, and then like going to nature with a couple people that you're really close with, and it's fantastic. You're not even like thinking of what you're doing, you're just enjoying, and then you look at your thing, you're like, damn, we went like 10, 15, 20. It's awesome. I do that. I recommend that a lot.
That's cool. Yeah. Normally with the hikes that I've gone on, it's usually like we pack some Uncrustables and some Diet Cokes. And when we get to like the landing or whatever it is that we're going to, we crack those open. And then we always get to the point in a hike where it's like, okay, well, we can like turn back around and like go to the car, or we could walk like a little bit further. And I'm always like, no, please, no. Let's go home. We'll get dressed and we'll go to dinner. Like, I do not want to do this anymore.
The mushrooms will be like, we'll go. That's what that voice will. We'll go a little farther.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Like in San Francisco, so everything's like flat. Last time we did acid, we walked over 100,000 steps in a day. Because there's about all these like YouTube videos of people like training. They're like, I'm training to do 100,000 steps in a day, and I was like fucked up when I was like, we could all do that.
Let's just do it.
Yeah. So we dropped acid at midnight, and we started at midnight because we wanted to make sure we had enough time to. Yeah. And it took us like around like 7 p.m. that day. We knocked 100,000 steps.
What stuff did you get into?
We walked all around the border of San Francisco. Mm-hmm. So like we walked along the water, across the Golden Gate Bridge.
Whoa.
And like San Francisco is a very small. It's only 7 miles long, 7 miles wide. So like only like 49 square miles, wherever the fuck that is. So it's like not that much to like walk around it. And San Francisco got a little bit of everything. They got a little wilderness, and you're along the water at times, and then you can walk by like the AT&T Park for the Giants play, and pretty cool. And you see a lot of homeless.
Yeah, you do.
But it's part of the trip.
On the outskirts, like when you walk the border, are you like encountering hills?
Yeah. San Francisco is very hilly.
So hilly.
Yes, there's some parts where we walk around the hills, and some ones you can't fight them.
I mean, some hills, I swear to God, I feel like I'm walking on a 90-degree angle.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's crazy.
Yep.
I'm a walker.
Yeah.
I love to walk. That's partly why I love being in New York and San Francisco. That's a tough city. So 100,000 with those hills, that's like 200,000 in New York.
it was. I blew through my socks. Yeah. It was. But the point is, you don't need to train for it. You can just
right.
do it.
Yeah.
Just
no
do
training.
It. No training.
Were you like immobile the next day?
No, I was like a little sore maybe,
Wow.
but nothing crazy. No.
All right. Well, maybe I think you have the Mickey Mantle gene.
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
I have heard that.
Yeah, I think that's you.
Because I also can like drink till like 2, 3 in the morning and wake up at like 6.
Yeah. You're built different. You are a Midwest phenom.
Well, I was with the Olympics going on, so like they'll be talking about like these people, and they'll be like his mom was Olympian, his dad was Olympian, and the idea is and they have like this kid that makes him like a super Olympian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like my dad was a drinker, my mom was a drinker that did drugs from time to time, and I think it just made a really cool kid.
You were born to be a partier.
Yeah.
And I love that.
And it hasn't ruined my life yet.
Not yet. No. You gotta lock on.
Wait till I get that girlfriend, then I'll bring it back.
Yes. Gosh, well, this was great.
I had so much fun.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, taking the time. Let the people know where to find you.
I think my Instagram is Greg_Gettle, Gettle, or it's Gettle Comedy. Just type in Gettle. Greg, my bald head will pop up. I'm on Instagram, Facebook. I'm not tweeting. I don't do that.
No, I don't think anyone's tweeting.
TikTok. I don't know. Whatever.
And on Thursdays?
All right. I run a weekly show at Talon Bar here in Bushwick. Every Thursday, 8 p.m. We have a new lineup every week. We also have a great open mic afterwards on at 9:30. So whatever you're into, come on by and we got it for you.
Awesome. Well, everywhere you can find Greg will be in the description of the show. And until next week, we'll talk to you. Bye.